Links neben mir der Handballstand, rechts einige Fans, die darauf warten, dass ihre Lieblingsband auftritt. Und ich nehme euch mit in den Backstage-Bereich ab zu Crystal Fighters. Crystal Fighters im Backstage, es hat geklappt nach längerem Hin und Her. So actually your management has some phone problems, but we found you. We found you.
We found you. We found each other.
We found each other. It's like being in love. Okay, Crystal Fighters, tell me something about the festival so far. You saw lots of friends and bands, you know, already?
Yeah, it's sick. The whole industrial thing is pretty ridiculous. Our boys is tropical here with Kirsty, who's not a boy. It's a lot of fun. We can't wait to play. We've been looking forward to this festival all summer.
But you play quite late, around 3 o'clock.
That's the best for us. We don't get to do that very often anymore, and that's
okay.
like everyone's in the right mindset by then.
Okay. Is it mean to ask you if it's trendy now to mix electronic pop sounds with some traditional instruments like you do, because it gets a bit fashion now? If you think of, for example, Florence and the Machine does take a harp on her sounds, and it's tropical as well, for example. So is it a bit mean to ask you that's trendy and you do it that way, or is it just what?
The thing is, like with certain music, there becomes a trend in it. Like Graham said, like only those things take off as a trend due to being good. Do you know what I mean? You can't start a trend on something that's not going to be worthwhile, you know? And then they get bad connotations related to it. So it's like, electronic music fused with like dance music and like indie music. Of course that's going to happen because good things come from it, and then people want negative connotations related to it in order to like shut it down. People need to kind of stop looking for the next thing and kind of sit back and wait for it to happen, as opposed to trying to predict the future. You know,
enjoy what's coming.
Yeah, there's been a million people trying to like say, oh, in 2012 the world's going to end, in 2002 the world's going to end. Like, it's not going to end. Of course it's not going to end. But just sit back and enjoy it when it like potentially does end.
If it gets to you, if it gets to you, enjoy it. I mean, because it might not be around much longer.
One question last, because you are going to be on stage quite late. Actually, it is a good slot, but actually it's also quite late because it gets bright a few hours later. So what happens after your show? Because I think you won't go to sleep after
everything happens.
Swim naked in the river, obviously.
Okay, we want to see that. Can you call us, Gary?
Yeah,
like personally, like an invite?
Personal invite us out.
I don't know.
I'll give you my number. 0044 7828 77324.
Stop that now. Okay, Crystal Fighters haben jede Menge Spaß auf dem Weltfestival. Man kann, wenn ihr verloren geht, so wie die Crystal Fighters, die waren auch verloren, übrigens mit der Meld-App das Ganze lösen. Tim, Top 10 Gamer, hat es mal ausprobiert, ob die Meld-App wirklich hilft, wenn eure Freunde weg sind.